Hello everyone, welcome to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. In today's video, let's discuss about the strategy that need to be adopted for the D-Day, that is June 16 for the prelims, or how to handle the prelims. It will be a 10 to 15 minutes discussion. Please go through the video, and once you go through the video, then please form your opinion and please follow your own strategy. This is just a blueprint to form your opinion about how to handle the prelims on June 16th. See, normally the prelims happens in two sessions, one session in the morning, the other session in the afternoon. The morning session starts at 9:30 and ends at 11:30. The first important thing is 10 to 15 minutes before they give the question paper, or 10 to 15 minutes after receiving the question papers. Normally aspirants will be going through the multiple emotions. There is a fear, there is excitement, there is stress, etc. So especially the 15-20 minutes before the 9:30, please close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale to calm your mind. Please be confident about your preparation, whatever you have studied in the last 1 year or 10 months. Don't think about the question paper, don't worry about it, don't panic, don't form opinions, or don't form the situations in your mind that this 2024 will be a difficult paper, etc. There may be a new pattern introduced in the prelims. Please don't think about that, just be calm. The another most important thing for you to handle the paper very well and to be calm is have a very good sleep on the 15th June night. At least have a 8-hour sleep when you walk into the exam on the 16th June. You will be calm and you will have a better concentration. See, most of the people on June 16th, at least 70 to 80% of the people will be out of the race in the first 10 to 15 minutes. See, when normally what happens, when the people see the question paper, they see first 1 or 2 questions, they form opinion, this is a difficult paper, they start panicking and they take irrational decisions. Don't worry about that. In every paper, there will be 10 to 15 questions or even 20 questions which are bouncers, which are difficult. Don't worry about them. Be confident about your preparation. In the future, we'll discuss that. Be confident about your preparation on polity, on economics, on geography and environment, etc. Don't worry about 1 or 2 questions, difficult questions here and there. And don't form your opinion about the paper just by looking at 1 or 2 questions initially. And don't worry about if there is any change in the pattern, especially in the 2022 and 2023, they have introduced that pair pattern. One option among 3 is correct, 2 options among the 3 given options are correct, all 3 options are correct. So don't worry about anything. It's a relative competition. If you feel difficult, if you feel any new pattern UPSC has introduced, everybody will face that, so don't worry. In the first 5 minutes, when they give the question paper at 9:30 or in some places maybe 9:25, first 5 to 10 minutes, the recommendation is first 5 minutes skim through the papers, skim through the question number 1 to the question number 100. Know where your stronghold areas are. Say you may be very strong in polity. Say polity starts with question number 85, question number 85 to question number 82, question number 100, polity. So you know that there is polity in the last 15 questions, which is your strong area. The economy may be between the question number 61 to question number 85. You know that these question number 61 to question number 75. You know that there are 30 questions in the second half of the paper which your strengths. So please don't worry about few difficult questions here and there. Be confident. One of the most important ingredient to excel in the prelims, either it is GS1 or GS2, is not to panic. Calm your mind, focus on the paper, concentrate. Whenever you feel stress and calm, please take a deep breath. Don't worry, it will be difficult for everybody. So if you are done, if you are confident about your preparation, if you are prepared well, it will be difficult for everybody. Don't worry at all. Don't think that only I have not studied this, everybody else would have studied it. No, nothing like that. Most of the people read a similar books, they cover similar topics. So if it is bouncer to you, if it is unknown to you, it will be unknown for most of the aspirants. Initially, once you go through the paper, it depends on you, it depends from the aspirant. Some people start solving from the question number 1 to the question number 100. Some people just start with the areas they're strong with. They just go to the polity questions, they solve the polity, then they solve economics. So they want to be sure about few questions. It's our different strategies, so it's individual, but don't have too many rounds. Please don't have like 4 to 5 rounds. Please restrict yourself to, we would suggest restricting yourself to 2 rounds. In the first round, solve the questions you are 100% sure. Either you are 100% sure about the facts, information and knowledge, or where you can like apply intelligent elimination techniques with 100% surety. Please solve that. And in the second round, please go through the questions where you are 50% sure or 33% sure or 20% sure or 25% sure. And another very important thing is, please don't keep inking the OMR or the marking in the OMR for the last 10 to 15 minutes. You will panic. You will panic in the last 10-15 minutes. If you keep it at the end, you will feel only 10 minutes left, I have to mark. Then if you make any mistake in one question, say instead of 3 you have marked that for 4, there will be series of mistakes if you don't concentrate. So please, after solving each and every question or after every 30 minutes, you make sure that you mark OMR. Please don't keep it for end last 10-15 minutes. After every 30 minutes or after solving every question, please mark in the AMR. Please fill the OMR sheet. As we already discussed, in the second round, the questions that are, we are 50% sure, 33% sure, 25% sure or 20% sure, please solve them. And the questions you don't know anything, which you're like 0%, you know nothing, and you cannot even apply intelligent elimination techniques or any logical knowledge or any amount of knowledge, connecting the knowledge, etc., please skip those questions. And if you can, after the round 1, please count the number of questions you have solved. It helps you to take, or it helps you to judge how many questions to solve. Say after the round 1 you have solved only 20 questions, your mark is 40. You have to take risk. After the round 1, say if you have solved 30 to 40 questions, you know that at least 30-35 will be correct. You already have 70 marks with you. So with the current cutoff, like I'm not saying the cutoff will be around 75. Accordingly, you can take the risk. It is always better to know for your confidence how many questions you have solved with 100% certainty. That will boost your confidence, that will help you to judge how many questions you need to solve and how many questions you need to take risk. And please follow this. Don't read same things again and again and again. Say there is a question, okay? Statement 1 you are not sure, statement 2 you are not sure, statement 3 you are sure whether it is wrong or right, you have marked it, okay? Statement 3, like let's take example, it's a right, but 1 or 2 you are not sure. When you come in the round 2, please don't waste your time on the statement 3. Statement 3 you already read it and you have marked it, it is correct, 100% certainty, you know it is correct. So please, in the round 2, deal with only statement 1 and 2. Please don't waste your time reading same thing again and again, or solving the paper in multiple rounds, like 4-5 rounds. Not necessary, 1 or 2 round is enough. And according to us, around 85 questions are must. Around 85 plus questions are must. It depends on you, it depends on your accuracy. This is just our broad recommendation. Please, it's kind of a suggestion, but how many questions you need to solve to clear exam, it depends on your accuracy. By now, by solving the mock test, by solving the previous year questions, you should know it. If you already don't know, in the next 3 weeks, solve 3 GS mock test, at least 3 GS mock test and 3 CSAT mock test, and know your accuracy level and what is that sweet spot for you, at how many questions, by solving how many questions you will get a maximum marks. That this is individual. It's not very general. Now coming to the CSAT, see, after the paper 1 ends at 11:30, it's between 9:30 to 11:30. You have 3 hours left. Please don't discuss leave the paper 1. Please don't discuss the answers of the paper 1 with your friends, or please don't Google it. Please don't discuss. Just have a light food if you want to have a light food, drink a juice if you want, have a chocolate if you want, and if possible, take a nap for 1 hour. 1 hour, half an hour, it's left to you. Please take a nap so that you will be fresh. In the paper 1, usually you will be very fresh because it is in the morning. Yeah, if you had a very good sleep, you will be very fresh. In the paper 2, after solving the paper 1, if you like waste time in between these 3 hours, googling, discussing of GS1, etc., you feel burnt out. So better is to, rather than wasting time in that, please take a small nap, have a very light food if you want to have. I think it's better to have a light food. If you want to revise anything, formula, etc., you can do that. Then the second session starts in the afternoon at 2:30 to 4:30. See, to clear the paper 2, you just need a net correct. I am not saying total correct. The net correct of 27 questions, you will get, I think, 67 marks. Around 67 mark you will get. That is what you required. So it doesn't mean that you have to only solve 27 questions. We are saying you need net correct. It is not correct. This word is important. You require net correct of 27 questions. Before going to the exam hall, please know your strengths. Okay, reading comprehension your strength, number system is your strength, syllogism is your strength, say simple interest and compound interest is your strength, HCF, LCM is your strength. Please know your strengths, and logical reasoning is your strength. Please know the strength. That is very important. If you are concentrating on the reading comprehension, you can solve the reading comprehension in the round 1. Round 1 is reading comprehension. Round 2 is logical reasoning and quant. But more important is in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Once they give the question paper at 2:30, between 2:30 to 2:35 or 2:40, first 5 to 10 minutes, please go through the paper, not the logical, not the reading comprehension, but the quant and logical reasoning. Mark those questions which you think you can solve under 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That is very, very important. That will boost your confidence. Say if you went through in the 10 minutes around 55 questions, just skim through the questions. You don't have to read in detail. And you 100% know that there are at least 20 questions from whatever you have studied that you think you can solve in 2 to 3 minutes time. These 20 questions. Now you have around 25 questions from reading comprehensions. Whatever time remaining, then you go and solve other questions. The first priority should be to play according to your strengths. So in the first 5 to 10 minutes after getting the question paper, between 2:30 to 2:35 or 2:40, only not the passage, not the reading comprehension, only logical reasoning and quant. Go through the question paper and identify those 15-20 questions you think you can solve under 2 to 3 minutes. There may be easy questions, but they might take 4 to 5 minutes. Please don't solve all those questions. Solve the questions which you can, mark the question which you think you can solve under 2 to 3 minutes. That is very important, so that you will save time. And in, say, if every question take 2 minutes, in the 40 minutes you have solved 20 questions. 20 is kind of having 50 marks. You already, if in the maths, if you get everything correct, it's 50 mark. Reading comprehensions, you have solved 25 questions. say that you will do that in 50 minutes. 50 minutes plus 40 minutes, it's kind of 1 hour 30 minutes. You still have 30 minutes left and you have solved 45 questions. Whatever you have solved in this 1.5 hours, especially around 1.5 hours, accuracy is very important. Please don't solve for sake of solving. In the repeatedly in multiple videos we have said, in the reading comprehension, accuracy is very important. 75 to 80% accuracy, getting at least 18 plus questions correct in the reading comprehension is very important. Otherwise it's a waste of time, because you will lose lot of marks in the negative marking. It's a minus 0.84 for every wrong question. And for some people, I think it's one of the special case. I think many aspirant feel that for some aspirant, once they solve say 10 passages, once they read 10 passages, it's a marathon session, or continuously once they read 10 passages, they feel exhausted, they feel burnt out. In that case, better to shift even to the maths. Solve 10 passage, next do maybe 4 5 3 maths questions, then again come back to the passage and solve remaining 15 passages. These strategies you have to inculcate yourself. Please don't follow whatever we are saying. This is whatever we feel. These are just kind of a suggestion. These are not mandatory to clear prelims. You can have your own strategy, very different way of solving the papers. So if you feel that you cannot concentrate after reading 10 passages, you feel burnt out, switch to the maths, solve 4 5 questions, again come back and solve remaining 15 passages. Again we are saying same thing here. Mark OMR after solving every question, or after 30 minutes, so that you don't panic at the end and make mistakes while filling the OMR sheet. And even in the CSAT, it's very most important is please know your strength and weakness. Don't waste time in flipping the papers or just like turning the pages. You know that reading comprehension is your strength, and some few chapters in logical reasoning and quant is your strength. So that please solve them first. Don't keep on flipping the paper, finding those easy questions. You will never find it. These are the things, preparations, it has to be done. Please go and don't innovate in the examination hall. That's kind of extremely wrong strategy, trying to find easy questions in exam. No, you need to know your strengths, play according to that strength. Okay, there are 10 questions in number system. Whatever may be the question, at whatever may be the difficulty, you know that you will, there are 10 questions given, you will solve 7 to 8 questions. That should be your level of preparation in few chapters. The chapters usually where more number of questions are asked. So strength is more to do with your preparation rather than trying to find easy questions in the examination hall. And most important thing is, please follow this strategy for next 3 weeks. Please solve at least 3 GS papers and 3 CSAT papers in the same time slot of UPSC, between 9:30 to 11:30 and 2:30 to 4:30. Please solve like every week 1 GS and 1 CSAT, maybe preferably on Sunday, because even UPSC prelims is on Sunday. Morning 1 GS paper, afternoon 1 CSAT paper. Do that for next 3 weeks. If you want to do, you can increase it to maybe 4 or 5. Please don't overburden yourself that I will solve 10 GS mock test and 10 CSAT. Not necessary. 3 to 4 is enough, because only 3 weeks are remaining, so that you will be well versed, or you will come up with your own strategy. Just go and implement that strategy, execute that strategy, and you will clear this exam with the flying colors. This examination is more of a mental game. It's more of it's more of staying confident, not panicking, controlling your emotions, staying calm and focused. See, everybody whoever prepares for this exam, it is not difficult to get 75 marks in GS1, provided you stayed focused, calm, and you overcame your emotions. It's a relative exam. If it is difficult for you, it is difficult for everybody. If you think there is a question on Buddhism, if you think you are not read, there is high chance that most people would have not read that. So please don't think that I have not studied and other people might have studied, so I am losing out. No, there may be few topics you have studied well. Don't worry for 1 or 2 questions, and always know the strength. say your GS paper starts with art and culture. There are 3-4 questions you continuously you don't know. Don't worry about that. There will be polity where you can solve 15 out of 15 questions. There will be economy where you can solve 15 out of 15. There will be geography plus environment which will have 25 questions. There will be few current affairs questions on schemes and science and tech, etc. And there will be few questions on modern India. You know that these are your strength. And if you know that you have went through all the PYQ will at least help you to solve 40 questions. And you have studied the current affairs well. You have studied the static portion well. You have went through the intelligent elimination techniques. You know that at least in every paper, even today, people might say there is no, the tricks doesn't work, the logical reasoning doesn't work, the logical elimination method doesn't work. No, it works. At least 10 questions straight away it works. The facts are wrong. If the question starts with the word some animals are carnivorous, some animals are omnivorous, usually those are correct. You can again go and see the 2023 paper as UPSC has released its answer key. You will know that it works in at least 10 questions. So don't panic. Okay, that's for today. Please subscribe to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Please press a bell button so that whenever we upload a new video you will get a notification. Please join our Telegram group UPSC Mains GS 2024 and please visit our website UPSC Mains Previous Year Answers.com. We will provide a link to our Telegram group and website in the description. Thank you.